In this video we're going to see a very special effect pack for Final Cut Pro, and I'm saying that it is special because we don't see very often other creators like us create effect packs. Get ready for the badass FX4 from Arthur Moore. Before we begin with the badass FX4 and how we can use it in Final Cut Pro, I want to say that Arthur Moore is a very talented creator who covers a lot of things Final Cut Pro related and also video editing related. You will find links in the description of this video down below for the pack and also for the YouTube channel of Arthur. Let me take now the glasses off and let's go to Final Cut Pro and see the badass FX4 in action. We are in the Final Cut Pro, we have already downloaded the badass FX4 and we have installed them by copy and pasting the titles, effects and transition into the specific folders under our movies motion templates. Now I'm gonna guide you on how we're gonna use these effects with our footages. Let's go in the first example. We select the first example, we're walking into the road and we want to create a little bit of haze. So we go into the effects panel, badass FX4, we drag the badass haze. I'm gonna say a lot of times the word badass, so get ready for that. And then we go into the inspector panel on the right and we can adjust the brightness of the haze, how much haze we want to have, the glow, as you can see here, the effect overall, so by default it's on 87%, we can take it to 90%, we can control the unaffected area, so if we want to have an area that it's not going to have the haze effect, we can control it by here, the effect outside of the area, the blend mode and the haze color, so if we want we can have the haze red or blue or whichever color we want. And simply as that, we have placed a very good and nice haze into our footage. As we can see on the effects panel for the badass effect, we have a lot of different effects that we can use. For example, we have this badass art that if we drag this here, we see two circles and we can drag from here, place it to the center and take the other circle as well, so we can have it at the center or a little bit on the left. Here you can adjust the different opacity of the colors that we see in the inspector panel on the right, and also you can set up how much you want the light, as you can see here, the reflection of the colors to be. And of course you can change the size, how much you want the size of this. So it's an art effect that you can be creative and make different kind of effects to your videos. Now if you use the badass art effect with the close-up portrait shot, you will get a very interesting and unique effect that, I'm telling you, it's something else to tell you and something else to try it yourself with your own footages. Let's move to the next footage. As you can see, we can add a border and we can have a dashed line. One of my favorite effects here is the glass, the kaleidoscope and the clouds. Now take a look on what the glass can do. For example, if we take the glass 4, I'm mouse hovering and you can see all of the different effects as I'm previewing them. Let's get the badass glass. I'm placing it here and already you can see it's creating this dreamy prism effect, the glass prism effect, that we can adjust the scale of the glass, the opacity, and also we can combine this. So if I get the badass haze clouds as well here, you will see that I'm having some clouds, a very dreamy look, effects that you can use to a lot of different projects for your videos like music videos or YouTube videos, documentaries, whatever you want to create. I'm using this page of the book to showcase the badass microscope. As you can see here, by default what it's gonna do, it's placing a microscope that you're watching on a page. You can change the zoom amount, you can change the prism that you're gonna have, and check this out. Also, in this effect pack, you're gonna find a light reverb, and we can showcase this by dragging the effect here. And as you can see, this is the area that doesn't have the effect. So I'm gonna take this out. From here, you can select the color that you want the light reverb to have, the amount, you can change it here. Also the angle, how much you want to be spread, the length. And also remember here that if you play with the keyframes on the right, so let's say we are here and we want to add a keyframe to the angle, and as we're moving forward, we want to change the angle. So it's going to start animating on the angle as well. All of the parameters that you see, they are customizable and you can place keyframes to change the directions. Next, I'm going to use the kaleidoscope. From here, you can change where you want the center of this to be. Here is the other rainbow. As you can see, I'm going to scale it a little bit. And let's go and adjust the parameters. I can change the amount of it, the blend, how much I want it to spread, and the scale, the orbit, the reflection feather, as you can see here, the prism, and if I start playing with that, you're gonna see this. One of the most creative effects on this pack, you can play with this and you can find whichever setting is the best for the footage that you want to use. Also, in this pack, you're gonna find the badass move. The badass move, if I drag this and place it, you're gonna see it's gonna bring it to me. And this is one effect that, let's say, the speed to normal. Something that you can use to bring photos or bring elements as well to your footage. Very creative. And we also have the reflection and the badass star. Let's take a look on the star. As you can see, it creates a star effect on that. And also whenever you have lights with a badass star, you're gonna see a lot. Do you see that? How it creates stars on the highlights, on the highlight parts of the videos. Also, you have fade in and fade out, you have a cinematic noise, and move by custom speed. The move in and move out of the effects. Now, remember on this pack, you also get transitions. So you go to the badass transitions and you can have light leaks. Let's drag one light leak to see the result from here. Whoop. Very nice. And also you get long swish and short swish. Swish effect to the right. Let's go see. And also you can get a short one. Let's check the short one as well. Very nice. Something that I want to mention in the transitions is that you can have 16 different modes of blend modes that you can use when you want to make a transition. So as you can see, we go here to the right, but we can change to overlay, for example, the blend mode. Let me adjust a little bit the duration of the transition. And you see that we play on the blend mode, how we want this to be. Check this out. If we go to screen, for example, this is even more creating to blend between the clips. Very important to have this kind of editing in your transitions. And also you're gonna find a title pack that it has an adjustment layer, cropping that you can use it, the crop, for example, when I place it here, you can use it to mimic if you want. Let's go in the settings in the inspector panel, the cinematic letterbox. And also if you add a keyframe, let's say you have a keyframe here at the beginning and you want here to have the cinematic bars, you can make them animated. You have a clean title, motion blur, and time. This is how you can use the badass effects for in Final Cut Pro. A lot of potentials and things that you can do with the badass FX4. Also, there is the badass FX 1, 2 and 3 that I will have links in the description of this video down below for all the 4 of them, and also for a link that contains all of them together in the description of this video down below for you to get them. I hope you found this video helpful and you learned something today, and if you did, don't forget to do all this great, amazing YouTube stuff. Like this video. If you have any questions, I'm waiting in the comment section down below. Thank you so much to Arthur for supporting this channel with this video. Thank you for watching. I'm Emilio, and I will see you in the next video.